A very good evening to all my dear students. So I welcome you all, beta, in the second session of chapter number 6, a very high scoring chapter in the complete syllabus. That is chapter number 6, pricing decision. Okay. So in the last session, beta, we have started this chapter and covered the most lengthy topic of this chapter. And that topic is profit maximization model. Okay, let's have a recap of the concept that we have studied in the last session, and then we will proceed towards the new concept in this particular chapter. So in the last lecture, we have seen our objective is not to maximize the output. No, our objective is not that our product should be sold out at the highest price. These are not the objective. Our objective is we should determine a price and its output so that organizational profit can be maximized. So हमारा ये objective रहेगा to determine a price and its volume so that the profit of the organization keeps maximizing. And that price which maximizes the profit of the organization is known as optimum price. Can you please recall the other name of optimum price? The other name of optimum price is optimal price. One and the same thing. You can say it optimal price or you can say it optimal price. One and the same thing, no difference in that. So we will determine the optimal price and its optimal volume. And very, very important point, every optimal price has its own optimal quantity. You cannot have a choice that this is the optimal price. What should be I choose among the quantity? No, it's not so. Every price tag has its own specific quantity. We want to find out that price which is maximizing our profit and at the same time giving the organization the growth factor. Okay, so there are two methods when the permutation and combination are limited, such as they have given 4 to 5 or 6 combination that at a sale price, these are the sales volume. They have given us the permutation combination, then we can easily solve determine the optimum price and optimum volume through a logical method. And the logical method is nothing but finding the total contribution of all the sale price. The sale price which is providing us the highest total contribution will be preferred over the other. Okay, Vita, can you please tell me, in the last session, we have derived this principle that the product which is providing us the highest contribution will be preferred. Okay, in other words, we have not considered the principle of total profit. In place of total profit, we have considered the total contribution. Okay, can you please tell me, beta, a single situation is there when instead of total contribution, we will find out the total profit, and based on total profit, we will determine which selling price is maximizing my profit. Hope my question is clear to you, beta. Till the last session, we have understood and follow a pattern that the price which is giving us the total contribution in highest will be our optimal sale price. I'm asking you the same question. There is only one situation in which we will not take decision on the basis of total contribution. We will take decision on the basis of total profit. So I'm asking you, please communicate to me what that can be the situation in which decision will not be taken on the basis of total contribution. In fact, it will be taken on the basis of total profit. Okay, beta? Sure. Communicate to me. I am waiting for your answers. Bhavin, Jyoti, Rashmi, good evening, beta. जल्दी से मुझे सिचुएशन बताइए in which we will not consider total contribution. Instead of total contribution, we will calculate total profit, and the sale price which is giving us the total profit will be known as optimum or optimal sale price. No Bhavin beta. Semi-variable is actually not a cost beta. It's a combination of variable and fixed cost. So when you see practically, there are only two costs, variable cost and fixed cost. When they are said together, they are known as semi-variable cost. No beta, any other point? Okay, I will tell you beta. Normally, we will assume that fixed cost in total will change or will remain same. Will remain same irrespective of the output, whether the output is on the higher side or on the lower side. We normally assume that fixed cost in totality will remain same. Therefore, we have seen in relevant costing that fixed cost, unless and otherwise change in totality due to my decision in hand, such fixed cost will not be considered while taking the decision. The same principle we have applied and ignore the fixed cost in totality and just consider the total contribution. Based on that total contribution, we have decided. But in case different volumes have different fixed costs, different volumes have different fixed costs, then definitely we have to consider that fixed cost, because in that situation, fixed cost will be a relevant cost because it will change according to the quantity we select to maximize our profit. In case fixed cost differs for each of the sales quantity, then definitely instead of total contribution, we will prefer the total profitability. Please write down beta in your copy. Permutation, limited permutation and combination. You the forwarding limited permutation and combinations. Limited permutation and combination. Please write down. Instead of taking decision, based on total contribution, instead of taking decision based on total contribution, इन्वर्टेड कॉमा में लिखिएगा टोटल कंट्रीब्यूशन, कॉमा we will prefer again in inverted comma total profit. We will prefer total profit in inverted comma. Inverted comma close. Now write down next line. Normally we assume, please write down in next line. Normally we assume that fixed cost in totality, normally we assume that fixed cost in totality will remain same. Normally we assume fixed cost in totality will remain same, comma, due to which it's irrelevant in decision making, and therefore decision is to be taken, based on total contribution. Write down the words total contribution in inverted comma. Based on total contribution. Write down next line. But if fixed cost in totality but if fixed cost in totality changes, according to the sales volume, we select, comma, then decision regarding the optimum sale price, and optimal quantity, optimum sale price and optimum quantity comma is based on inverted comma close total profit, is based on total profit. ठीक है बेटा, चलिए. So this is a new addition of the concept which we have learned in the last session. Now one more revision and then we will move towards the new topic of this particular chapter, chapter number 6. Okay. One more point, if there are unlimited permutation and combination, then definitely we have to go for mathematical equation. That mathematical equation will provide us the optimum sale price and the optimum quantity. Okay. So there are total 3 steps, a maximum of 3 steps for determining the optimum sale price and optimum sales quantity. The first step is determination of the sale price at which the demand will be 0. Yes, practically it's possible. If you increase the price to an not relevant with the product you are offered, if you are increasing the price excessively, then definitely a level comes when practically the demand will be 0. Okay, so alphabetically it is denoted by alphabet A, small alphabet A. So the formula is P is equal to A minus BQ. P is equal to the sale price. A is the sale price at which quantity demanded is 0. B is slope of demand curve, and the formula is very simple, beta. Change in sale price divided by change in quantity will provide you the slope of the demand curve, and Q stands for quantity at that particular sale price. Through this step number 1, you will be able to find out the sale price at which quantity demanded is 0. But my dear student, in case the detail is already given in the question, no need to calculate step number 1. Now we will move towards step number 2, and step number 2 is optimum sales quantity. We will determine the optimum sales quantity, and the formula will be, can you please recall the formula? What is the formula for that? Variable cost, in technical language, it's incremental cost, is equal to A minus 2BQ. A minus 2BQ. Okay. So in this method, we will get the quantity at which we will maximize our profit. And in step number 3, we will find out the optimal sale price. In step number 2, we have determined the quantity at what price that particular optimum quantity can be sold by us in the market is known as optimal sale price. Okay? So this is the revision of the last session. Now let's start a new topic. Please write down in your copy, beta. Give the heading price discrimination. Price discrimination. Can you please tell me, beta, in today's competitive world, whether price discrimination is possible? Sir, what do you mean by price discrimination? First, communicate to us. Okay. So price discrimination means charging different price for the same product to different customer. Can you please repeat with me, beta? Charging different price for the same product to the different customer is known as price discrimination. So whether price discrimination is possible in this intensified competitive world, yes or no? What do you say, beta? Whether price discrimination is possible? Yes or no? Normally, beta, price discrimination is not possible. Not possible. Generally, the rule is you cannot discriminate the price in the same market at the same time for the same category of customer. Can you repeat with me? What are the three things? You cannot discriminate the price for the same market, for the same category of customer, and at the same time. If market is different, you can discriminate the price. If category of customer is different, you can discriminate the price. If the time of sale is different, you can discriminate the price. But price discrimination is not possible in the same market for the same category of customer and at the same time. Please write down, beta. Meaning, what do you mean by price discrimination? Price discrimination means charging different price to different customer, charging different price to different customers. Charging different price to different customers. Next line. Price discrimination is not possible in the following situations. Price discrimination is not possible in the following situations. Next line, beta. Situation number 1. Write down situation number 1. Same category of customer. I have not called same customer. I called same category of customer. Second, same market. Situation number 2, same market. And next line, same time. We cannot discriminate the price for the same category of customer, for the same market, and at the same time. So it means price discrimination is not at all possible. It's possible. We have written that same category of customer. If category of customer are different, then definitely we can discriminate the price. For different category of customer, we can charge different price. There is no issue. If we are selling the product in different market, suppose in Maharashtra and in Gujarat, we are considering different prices, it's practically possible. And there is this cannot be considered as price discrimination. For different point of time, peak season, off season, the sale price can be different. Morning shows, evening shows, the price can be the different. So price discrimination is not possible for the same category of customer, for the same market, and for the same time. If category of customer are different, it's very easy to discriminate the price. If the time of providing the product or services is different, you can discriminate the price. Okay. If the market is different, you can discriminate the price. Indian market, export market, definitely you can discriminate the price. Okay. So remember this thing. Price discrimination is possible, but not in this 3 situation. Now, if we want to discriminate the price, if we want to do price discrimination, then that terminology is known as price customization. If we want to differentiate the price, then it is called as price customization. Please write down in next line. If we are discriminating the price if we are discriminating the price, comma, then technically it is known as price customization. Write down in inverted comma, beta. Price customization. Full stop. The following are the four situations. The following are the four situations in which you can discriminate the price. The following are the four situations in which you can discriminate the price. Clear हुआ बेटा? Price discrimination और price customization में क्या अंतर है? If we are discriminating price, then it is known as price customization. So there are four situations in which we can discriminate the price. The very first situation, write down the next line. Situation number 1, based on product line. Based on product line. Yesterday, Toyota company has launched its upgraded version of Innova Crista. Along with that, they have also launched a modified version of Innova Crista known as High Cross. Based on product line, basically structure wise both the products are same, but there are some changes in both the product. Both are known as Innova Crista, but technically some mechanism are different, and based on that you can discriminate the price. You can charge for Innova Crista suppose rupee 20 lakh, while for High Cross you can charge the customer rupee 25 lakh. This is a very common example. Suppose you have identified a particular brand and a particular car of that brand. You will get 2 or 3 choice in that particular car model. Base model, फिर थोड़ा सा mid segment model, and then the luxury model of that particular car model. So based on that product line, you can discriminate the same. है ना? फिर you can take the example of mobile phone also. They have launched the mobile phone with capacity of 128 GB, then 256 GB, then 6 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM. So based on the product line, it's possible to discriminate the price. You are almost giving the same feature, but by changing by making few changes, you are making further variant of the same product. And based on that, you can discriminate the price, that the base model will cost you rupees suppose 1 lakh, while the premium model of the same product will cost you rupee 1,20,000. So based on product line, we can discriminate the price. Please write down the example, beta. Based on product line, we can discriminate the price. Write down the examples. Toyota Innova Crista, Toyota Innova Crista, and Innova High Cross. Then write down second example of this based on product line. iPhone 14, comma, iPhone Pro or 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max. So in this way, you are discriminating the price based on product line. Now I'm giving you time, beta. Can you tell me one more example from my end? I have provided 2 examples based on which the company will differentiate the price, and that is not called as price differentiation. Technically, it is called as price customization. Can you give me one more example at your end based on product line? Such company is discriminating the price, and that is not known as price discrimination. They have used the word price customization. Okay, we have considered the example of car. Don't give the repeated example of car. We have considered the example of mobile phone. Some new example, can you please introduce to me? So on this, this is the company, this is the product. which is discriminating the price based on product line. I am waiting for your answers, beta. Very good, beta. Aniket, the real practical example, accounting software, Tally, the basic product, they give the name silver and somewhat premium, although more or less the feature of it, but some few features additional are there and they called it a Tally Gold. Very good, beta. Aniket, a good example. If you want, beta student, you can write this example. This is really a very live example of price discrimination based on product line. Other student, please give your examples also, beta, so that I can confirm that yes, this point is clear to each and every student. Jyoti, Karthik, Shrikant, South Indian student. Jyoti have given a very also a good example. Normal Maggie and Atta Maggie. Very good, beta. Oats Maggie. More or less the product is same. Only the content of the flour has been changed. 100% maida and somewhat wheat flour. Then it will called be a Atta Maggie. Very good, beta. Very good. And the price differentiation is too much in that two product. Hotstar subscription, very good, beta. Karthik. Netflix subscription, very good. You can watch on only one screen. You can watch on two screens. The 4K quality, definitely price discrimination are there. Very good, beta. Very good. These are the superb example. You can write the example, beta. No? One more example you can write, either Tally, either Maggie or Hotstar or Netflix subscription. Very good, beta. Chili. So this is the very first point. We can customize the price. That is, we are differentiating the price, but it doesn't amount to price discrimination. The second point, based on customer's past behavior. This is very simple. Based on customer past behavior. Okay. If it's a regular customer, we can discriminate the price. If the customer is paying on the due date or before the due date, then definitely we can discriminate the price. From next time, we can offer such customer who are making the payment on time some extra discount. A special price can be offered to such customers. So this is a very simple point. Write down situation number 2, based on customer past behavior. Based on customer past behavior. Dash, such as regular customer and irregular customer. Comma, timely payment by the customers, etc. Now this is very, very, very important beta. Third point, based on demographics. This is very important. Based on demographics. Please write down this word. Based on demographic, you can differentiate the price. Based on demographics. Please write down meaning. This is important, beta. Meaning, unique demographic of consumer base, unique demographic of consumer base, such as students, comma, senior citizens, military personnel, etc. Next line. Such price customization is normally known as, such price customization is normally known as group pricing. Such price customization is normally known as group pricing. ओके बेटा, तो देखिए अब आप मुझे एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं कुछ ऐसे एग्जांपल जो बेस्ड ऑन ग्रुप प्राइसिंग दे आर डिफरेंशिएटिंग, दैट इज प्राइसिंग फॉर स्टूडेंट्स एंड नॉन स्टूडेंट, प्राइसिंग फॉर मिलिट्री पर्सनल एंड नॉन मिलिट्री पर्सनल, प्राइसिंग फॉर सीनियर सिटीजन एंड नॉन सीनियर सिटीजन. They are discriminating the price, but these are known as price customization based on demographics. Okay, I'm waiting for your answer, beta. Give me real life example of this in which the price discrimination are there based on demographic, but technically it is known as price customization, so that no customer can raise a voice that why you are discriminating the price. We are discriminating the price based on demographic, and it's the unique demographic of subset of their consumer base into different parts, student, non-student. These are the example. Anything can be there, beta. Na? Can you tell me the real life example where price discrimination is done based on demographics? I am waiting, beta, for your answers. Based on demographics. Jishnu, beta, Jishnu have answered YouTube premium for student and other, beta. I don't have knowledge about that, beta, Jishnu. So I don't be able to comment on that point, whether that is a valid point or not. I don't have any idea about the YouTube policy regarding the student. Sorry, beta, no? Train tickets, yes, beta, definitely a South Indian student has said train ticket. Railway is definitely discriminating the price. That is, they are having group pricing for the passengers. If from COVID period, they have discontinued the senior citizen concession. Before that, they are having senior citizen concession and the non-senior one. Still now, they are having concession for physically handicapped person and the normal person. So based on that group, if you are physically handicapped, then you are eligible for some discount while traveling through railways. If you are a normal person, then definitely you have to pay the full price. So definitely train is one of the example. Aniket, corporates, please elaborate that one, beta. I'm not getting that one. No, Karthik, state-wise classification will not be there, beta. Na? Bhomik has given a unique example regarding the liquor. Bhomik, price for liquor is low for military personnel and as compared to non-military. Okay, beta, acceptable answer. Yes, Jyoti has given a very practical example. Metro tickets. If you are having a pass or a smart card, the price charge will be different. If you are not having the smart card, then definitely the price charge for the same destination and origin will be different. Very good, beta. This is the valid example. Now I will give you some example on my own. First one will be the INX. Based on the demographic, they can differentiate the price. Based on demographic, they can differentiate the price. In the metro city, okay, they can offer a special show to students and military personnel on a concessional basis, and for other it's normal. Indian Railway, definitely we have given that, and Indigo is the best example, beta, for this demographic price customization. When you book a flight through the Indigo website or the Indigo app, you will find many price customization options. Even for us, If you are vaccinated for the first dose of COVID, you will get some discount. If you have taken both the dose of COVID, then you will get some additional 10% discount on the base fare. If you are a senior citizen, you will get a concessional fare on the base fare. If you are a military personnel, so this is the very valid practical example of based on demographic. Just open the Indigo website or the Indigo app. You can see multiple options there, and different multiple demographic will have different pricing for the same date flight for the same comfort flight. Okay, these are the example based on demographic from my side. Okay, Karthik has given one live example of Chennai city. For women, their bus fare is 0, and for men, there will be bus fare. Yes, beta. Based on this demographic, men and women, they are doing the price customization. Yes, this is also a valid example for price customization based on demographic. Okay, beta. Now, the last point, please write down. Please write down the example first. Indian Railway and Indigo. Okay. Now, situation number 4, based on time differential. Based on time differential, I have taken intentionally the same 3 example for the 4th situation also based on time differential. Just convince yourself with logic whether multiplex are doing price customization based on the time of show. Convince yourself whether Indian Railway is doing price customization based on time of ticket booking. Give me the example of that one. And whether all the airlines are discriminating the price based on the time of booking of your flight. Please give me the answer, beta. Whether these are the practical example of price customization based on time differential. Yes, beta, all the multiplex will be having low fare in the morning show, while in the evening show they charge for the same movie a higher fare. Okay, Indian Railway, if you book tickets normally, you will have low fare. But if you want to book on Tatkal or premium Tatkal, definitely for the same train, for the same luxury, you are paying higher price as compared to the normal ticket price of Indian Railway. So Tatkal versus normal ticket example of railway based on time differential. If you are booking 4 months before, definitely there are n number of seats available. You can book your train ticket at a normal price. But if there is a sudden program and the tickets are in waitlisted, and now if you want to have a confirmed ticket, then you can opt for Tatkal option or premium Tatkal option. Okay, beta. And the last example I have given the airlines. Definitely, if you book early for the same flight, for the same factor, you will be having low fare. But if you are booking 1 week before, 2 days before, 1 day before your journey date, definitely the price charged by them will be higher. So based on time differential, definitely they are having a price differentiation. Okay. Okay, now give me one more example from your side regarding the price customization. First of all, write this example, beta. You are given the heading based on time differential. We will discriminate the price. Now write down the first example. Multiplex. Morning shows will be the cheaper one. Dash करके लिखे. But a seasonal discount, yes, we can say it's based on time differential. Yeah, seasonal discount will come under the 4th heading alone. Okay. Write down second example, Indian Railways, Tatkal versus normal tickets. Write down third point, airlines. Tickets just few days before the journey date will cost more. Tickets just before the journey date will cost us more. Okay, beta? Shali. So now give me one example from your side so we can end this topic, price customization. And after that, we will start a very interesting topic, price sensitivity. Give me one example from your side regarding the price customization based on time differential. Please, beta. Very good, Bhaumik. The correct example is given. Whenever a mobile phone is launched, the price is comparatively higher, but after few days or few months, the same model will be cheaper as compared to the launch price. Yes, beta. Very good, Bhaumik. Perfect example of time differential. If you can wait, you can get the same product at a cheaper price as compared to the launch price. Yes, beta. Definitely. Correct. Hai. Other student, please answer. Karthik, South Indian student, Bhavin, Aniket, Shrishti, Jishnu, Shrikant. Give me the example, beta. Based on time differential, we can do the price differentiation, technically known as price customization. Think, beta, because this paper is full of imagination. Almost 30 to 40% of your marks is required from imagination viewpoint. The more you imagine, the more you link the concept to the real world, the better confidence you will gain for the examination. The main purpose of giving time to my dear student is that one, that because in this paper there are level of synthesis, evaluation, recommendation, all those comes when you link your topic with the practical world, that is the imagination part of your brain. Okay, beta? Shali. So now we are starting the next topic in this particular chapter, and that is known as price sensitivity. Please give the heading, the price sensitivity. First of all, we have to understand the meaning of price sensitivity. कि price sensitivity का मतलब क्या है? What do you mean by price sensitivity? Okay. जरा ध्यान दीजिए बेटा ना. There are some situations in which if we are increasing the price of our product, then still customer is ready to buy from us. But there are also some situations, if we are increasing the sale price, the customer now shift to our competitor. One thing is sure, my dear student, if all the members, all the players in the industry are increasing the price, there is no price sensitivity. In the case of fuel, petrol and diesel, whether price sensitivity is there? No. Because Hindustan Petroleum is increasing the price of petrol, and at the same time, Bharat Petroleum is also increasing the price of petrol by the same amount. So if all the players in the industry are increasing the price at the same time by the same amount, there is no price sensitivity at all. Price sensitivity means when no one in the industry except your company is increasing the price, whether customer is still loyal with you or customer will shift to the competitor. That is known as price sensitivity. Please write down this point in your copy. Give the heading in your copy, price sensitivity. Please write down below. Price sensitivity is zero. Price sensitivity is zero when all the players in the industry price sensitivity is zero when all the players in the industry is increasing the price. All the players in the industry is increasing the price at the same time. एग्जाम्पल लिखिए इसमें, इंक्रीज इन फ्यूल प्राइस by the petroleum companies. Increase in fuel price by the petroleum companies. Drop one line and then write down. Price sensitivity means when I alone increase the sale price, when I alone increase the sale price, write down in bracket, that is, competitors are not increasing the sale price. When I alone increase the sale price, write down in bracket, that is, competitors are not increasing the sale price. Bracket close. Whether my customers will still purchase from me, or due to the increase in price, comma, they will shift to my competitors. They will shift to my competitors. Next line. There are some situations which allows us, to increase the sale price alone. There are some situations which allow us to increase the price alone. Next line, interpretation. इंटरप्रिटेशन, इसमें पहला पॉइंट लिखे बेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन में, प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी इज लो। इंटरप्रिटेशन में पहला पॉइंट, प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी इज लो। We can increase the sale price. We can increase the sale price and even after that, we can increase the sale price and even after that, comma, my customer will buy from me. If the price sensitivity is low, it means we can increase the sale price and even after that, my customer will buy from me. Write down next interpretation. Interpretation number 2. Price sensitivity is high. इसमें लिखिए, if I alone increases the price, if I alone increases the price, comma, my customer will switch to my competitor. My customer will shift to my competitors. There is one gentleman known as Mr. Nagle, sorry. There is one gentleman, Mr. Nagle. This gentleman has provided us a total of 8 to 9 situations in which some of the situation will be having low price sensitivity and some of the situation will be having high price sensitivity. Whenever you are increasing the price of your product without getting any support from the competitor, then you have to check whether this point will fall under low price sensitivity or this point will fall under high price sensitivity. You cannot increase the price if that point is related to high price sensitivity, because in that case you will lose your market share to your competitor. Okay, so there are some situations beta given by Mr. Nagle in which they have he has described what are the situation in which customer will be having low price sensitivity that allow me to increase the sale price, and there are some situation in which there is very high price sensitivity in which you are not allowed to increase the price. Okay beta, sure. तो अब एक काम कीजिए, I am giving you some time to read out on your own those 8 to 9 points and try to derive one real life example for each of that situations. Okay, please open beta page number 9. Okay, so Mr. Nagle has identified 9 situations that contribute to price sensitivity, starting from unique value effect to inventory effect. So I'm giving you time to read out on your own the coming 5 minutes, and then after that we will take one by one example and try to derive the real life example of that point, and we'll check whether the price sensitivity will be high or price sensitivity will be low. Okay, so first of all, I'm giving you 5 minutes of time to read out price sensitivity topic from the study material available in page number 9. Okay, chaliye. 9 points are given to you, beta. Read out each and every point and check it out whether the price sensitivity is high and price sensitivity is low. And if you are done with the reading, beta, please communicate to me so that we can start discussion. Okay, beta. So let's start. Price sensitivity. Clear and beta? Due to increase in the price alone by the company. This is very important. No? Once again, I am repeating this point. If all the players in the industry is increasing the price, then there will be no price sensitivity. But if I alone in the industry is increasing the price of my product, then what will be the change in the consumer behavior pattern? Whether they will still buy from me. If it is yes, then my price sensitivity is low. If they shift to my competitor, then definitely price sensitivity will be higher. In that particular case, price sensitivity will be higher. I will not be able to increase the sale price alone. So let's start. The first point given by Mr. Nagle is related with, just a minute, beta. The first point given by Mr. Nagle is related with unique value effect. The first point given by Mr. Nagle out of those 9 points regarding the price sensitivity is unique value effect. What do you mean by unique value effect? Product that are related to some artwork. The common example of unique value effect is that the product are rare, or we can say the product is related to artwork. If one of the artists increases the price of its product, then can you tell me, beta, whether price sensitivity will be low or high in case of unique value effect? Consider a famous artist in the form of a painter. Okay, if he is increasing the price of its painting, whether the price sensitivity will be low or price sensitivity will be high. And you have to think, beta, on your own. Don't look from the study material. This is very, very important, my dear friend, that you must be very, very faithful while answering. You have to think on your own. I always repeatedly say, it doesn't matter whether your answer is correct or wrong. What matter at this point, you are participating, you are thinking. And when you are participating, you are thinking on that point. And then definitely, beta, I guarantee you, this skill which we develop during this session will be very handy while you face the examination in those 3 hours. Okay, because this paper is ultimately the application of your knowledge along with the imagination of linking this topic to the real life. Okay, so definitely price sensitivity will be low in case the product is unique. And the example is artwork. Please write down, beta, the first point. पहले लिख दीजिए, मिस्टर नागले have identified 9 situations. Mr. Nagle have identified 9 situations regarding the price sensitivity. ड्रॉ 4 कॉलम्स बेटा, 4 कॉलम बनाइए अपनी कॉपी में आप. ड्रॉ 4 कॉलम्स. राइट डाउन इन कॉलम नंबर 1 सिचुएशन. In column number 2 examples. In column number 3 price sensitivity. In column number 4 interpretation. Now write down in situation unique value effect. Unique value effect. Write down the example artwork. Artwork such as painting, handmade items, etc. Write down in third column whether price sensitivity will be high or low. Definitely low. Write down low, LOW in third column. In the fourth column, what will be the interpretation of low price sensitivity? We can increase the sale price. लिख दीजिए. We can increase the sale price alone. So what topic we are studying, beta? Price sensitivity. What will be the impact on consumer behavior pattern when we alone increase the price? This word is very important. Alone. Not all the player in the industry will increase the price. We alone are increasing the price. Okay. Chalo. Write down second point. Substitute awareness effect. Write down second situation. In situation में लिखे बेटा substitute awareness effect. एग्जाम्पल में लिखिए आप रिचार्ज प्लान जियो एंड एयरटेल. What is this point according to Mr. Nagle? Please listen very carefully. If the customers are aware of the close substitute available in the market, if the customers are aware of the close substitute available in the market, then can you please tell me, beta, whether the price sensitivity will be high or price sensitivity will be low based on your own interpretation. I do not require answer from the study material. For the point of time, beta, please close your study material. It's better for you. Na? So tell me, beta, if customer is aware of the close substitute, I have not used the word substitute, I have used the word close substitute available in the market, then price sensitivity of such category of customer will be on the higher side or on the lower side. It will be on the higher side, beta. Suppose you are doing a recharge, suppose you are a subscriber of Airtel, the Airtel currently is charging, suppose say 200 rupee, 200 rupee for 20 days. Okay, now suddenly Airtel increases the price by suppose 50%. Now the same recharge will cost you 300 rupee. Definitely, each and every customer is aware of the close substitute available. They will shift to Jio. And the example is real, beta. I think it's hardly a week before Airtel has increased its prices ranging from 8% to approximately 96%. Okay, so that is the real case. Many of the subscribers will definitely shift at the time of recharge from Airtel to Jio because number portability is very easy nowadays. Okay, so this is the real example of close substitute available in the market. Write down in third column beta, high price sensitivity, high. बस high लिख दीजिए बस में. And write down in fourth column, we cannot increase the price alone. Cannot. Can you tell me one more example from your end where you have seen that there are close substitute available in the market and definitely it forces an individual company not to increase the prices individually? Can you give me another example? I have given you the example of a recharge plan of Airtel and Jio. Can you please provide me some other option, beta? Some other example? Because when you think of giving the other example, that's the point you are applying your knowledge and your imagination skill, then definitely it will work in the examination of those 3 hours. I'm waiting for your answer, beta. Yes, Aniket beta. The share market brokerage firm, definitely Sher Khan, Anand Rathi, Zerodha. Definitely, if you are having a demat account with one of such firms, such as Zerodha, and if they increases the prices of maintaining the demat charges or the transaction charges, definitely the consumer is very much aware about the substitute, close substitute available in the market. Yes, beta. Practical example. ओके चलिए बेटा, वेरी गुड. भौमिक सही आंसर है बेटा. रश्मि करेक्ट आंसर है. साउथ इंडियन स्टूडेंट बेटा करेक्ट आंसर है. चलिए नाउ थर्ड पॉइंट, राइट डाउन इन सिचुएशन डिफिकल्ट कंपैरिजन इफेक्ट. डिफिकल्ट कंपैरिजन इफेक्ट. Write down the example. Service sector. Service sector. What is this point according to Mr. Nagle? Please listen very carefully, beta. If the customer find it difficult to have a comparable product, so that instead of that product, he will buy that product, there is a difficulty in comparing the product by the customer, then the price sensitivity will be, tell me beta, if there is a difficulty by the customer in comparing the two products in the same industry, then the price sensitivity will be, please communicate. Then the price sensitivity will be low. If there is difficulty in comparing the product, suppose I am purchasing the product of company A, but it has increased the price. But I know that my customer will find it very difficult to compare my product with the other company product. They are not satisfied. If they buy other company product, they already know that they will be losing much of the content from my side because they are not purchasing my product due to the price increase. In that particular situation, the price sensitivity will be low. It means I can increase the price. So write down in situation beta, difficult in comparison, difficult comparison effect. Write down the example, especially service sector. In service sector, you find it there is a difficulty in comparing the product. लिखे सर्विस सेक्टर में चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी सर्विस. If I have a client, okay, I am charging him X amount of rupee for audit. If I increase the price by 10%, then definitely that client will find it difficult to compare my service with that of other. So the chartered accountancy service, photography services, you can take. So especially in service sector, etc. beta, especially in service sector, you find it difficult to compare the services given by one company with that of other. In that case, if the price increase is marginal, definitely my price sensitivity will be low. I will stick to that company instead of the price increase, है ना? तो लिखिए बेटा नेक्स्ट में प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी में लो, और इंटरप्रिटेशन में लिखिए वी कैन इंक्रीज द सेल प्राइस. We can increase the sale price. This is the third point. The first point is unique value effect. The second point is close substitute awareness effect. The third point is difficult comparison effect. Write down next point. Total expenditure effect. Please understand very carefully, beta. Total expenditure effect. What Nagle wants to communicate on this? If the product I am selling constitute a small portion of the total consumer income. Once again, beta, the product I am selling is constituting a small portion expenditure out of the total income of that customer, then the price sensitivity will be dash. Tell me beta, अगर कंज्यूमर की टोटल इनकम में से मेरा जो प्रोडक्ट है उस पर खर्चा फ्रॉम द कंज्यूमर व्यू पॉइंट इफ वेरी मार्जिनल, देन प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी विल बी. प्लीज कम्युनिकेट बेटा. Very good, beta. Aniket, Jishnu, Bhavin, Kamat, all of the students are giving correct answer for each and every point. For other student, beta, I again request you to please participate, please. है ना? चलिए, तो लिखिए बेटा सिचुएशन. Total expenditure effect. एग्जाम्पल में लिखिए टाटा सॉल्ट, देन राइट डाउन प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी लो रहेगी. आगे आपको पता ही है, यू नो इट वेल. क्या लिखना है बेटा फोर्थ कॉलम में बताइए? वी कैन इंक्रीज द सेल प्राइस. वी कैन इंक्रीज द सेल प्राइस. Why I have taken the example of Tata Salt? Suppose our family income is rupee on an average rupee 6 lakh. That is per month income is rupee 50,000. Okay. So what amount I'm incurring on the salt? Hardly 40 to 50 rupee a month, not more than that. Annually I'm incurring hardly 500 to 600 rupee. So if Tata Salt increases its price by say 10%, then definitely such increase in price is only marginal as compared to my total income. I am not forced to follow other brand for salt. I will continue to purchase the Tata Salt. Okay, so I have taken this example, total expenditure effect. If out of the total income of the consumer, my product occupies only an expenditure of a marginal amount, then increase in the price will not affect the consumer pattern. They will buy from my company only. They will not shift to my competitor. Give me another example of total expenditure effect. If the expenditure on my product is only marginal, then customer will not shift to other company product. Give me example, beta. There are n number of example, beta. Just you have to apply your knowledge to the real world. Very good, beta. South Indian student. Matchbox. Yes. जो हम बोलते हैं ना मैच बॉक्स, डेफिनेटली दैट विल कॉस्ट मार्जिनल आउट ऑफ अवर टोटल इनकम. सो इफ द प्राइस इंक्रीजेस, माचिस जो बोलते हैं बेटा हिंदी में अपन, if the price of that increases, definitely it will not have much impact on our expenditure. So therefore we will continue to purchase that brand because no one want change. Change किसी को भी पसंद नहीं बेटा. If they are forced to change because that expenditure constitute a significant portion, then only we will shift to the competitor. Very good beta. So matchbox can be the example of this point. Next, please write down and benefit effect. And benefit effect. This is the example from non-corporate viewpoint. Now this is the example of corporate viewpoint. Here the example, here the product I am selling is to non-corporate customer. Non-corporate customer. While in this point and benefit effect, Mr. Nagle has linked it with the corporate customer. If I am producing a product that is being used by the corporate, okay, then this point is there. If the same nails is used by the household, then definitely this will be their total expenditure effect. So almost 99.99% they are similar total expenditure effect and benefit effect. Only the difference is if my product is mean for corporate customer, then the same is known as end benefit effect. If my product is mean for non-corporate customer, that is known as total expenditure effect. So यहाँ पर suppose the nails cost ₹80 per kg and my customers are the corporate who are producing the furniture. In other words, my customer are not the end user. My customer are not the end user. Here, my customer are the end user. They are itself consuming the same. Here, they are not the end user. They are manufacturing such thing, purchasing raw material from me, and then the end user will be somewhat different. So, suppose the cost of nails is 80 rupee, and if I increase the price of nails by 5%, suppose I increase it to say ₹84, then out of the total expenditure of my my corporate user, that is, he require wood or ply, he required adhesive in the form of Fevicol, he required upholstery, he required nails. Out of that, my product expenditure on the total expenditure of producing that product is marginal. In that case, my customer will remain with me. Other example, beta. If I am the manufacturer of ply or wood, then definitely ply or wood constitute a significant portion of my corporate customer, furniture maker. In that particular case, if I am the manufacturer of plywood and I increase the price while other manufacturer doesn't increase the price, my customer will shift to some other brand of plywood. But if I am producing the product such as nail, since it is contributing very small amount out of the total cost of the company, therefore my customer will remain with me even after I marginally increase the price. समझ गए बेटा? If I am the plywood maker, then definitely it will be end benefit effect. लिखिए बेटा. Example: nails, NAILS, nails in furniture industry. प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी में लिखे लो, एंड उसी पॉइंट में फिर अब जब नेल्स लिखा ना उसके नीचे लिखिए प्लाईवुड इन फर्नीचर इंडस्ट्री. प्लाईवुड इन फर्नीचर इंडस्ट्री. क्या होगा बेटा प्लाईवुड इन फर्नीचर इंडस्ट्री? वेदर सेंसिटिविटी विल बी हाई, Yes, sensitivity will be high because it constitutes a significant portion of the total cost of producing that product. So आपने लिखा बेटा plywood in furniture industry. इसमें लिखे आप सेंसिटिविटी में हाई. ठीक है, चलिए अब लास्ट वाला कॉलम वी आर नॉट फिलिंग because the same repetition. If it is low, we can increase the price. If it is high, we cannot increase the price. Okay, चलिए next point, shared cost effect. Shared cost effect. What is this point? If I am increasing the price and I know the customer alone will share that price, will have to bear that price, then price sensitivity will be high. But if I know the product or services I am offering is shared by 2 or more persons, then the price increase will result in low price sensitivity. In Hindi बेटा, अगर मुझे पता है जो मेरा प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस है द कंप्लीट कॉस्ट वो एक सिंगल पर्सन ही बियर करेगा, then price sensitivity will be high. But in case I know the product or services I am delivering is shared by two or more persons, then definitely the price sensitivity will be low. Okay, the real life example is Uber or Ola cab service. They sometimes charge surge pricing. Okay, in the event of heavy demand or the heavy rainfall, if you want to book a cab, the concept of surge pricing is there. If suppose I want to travel from location A to location B, normally it costs rupee 200. Normally it costs rupee 200. But due to surge pricing, it is costing me rupee 350. Whether I will book it instantly? No. If I'm booking on Uber, I will search for Ola. If I'm booking on Ola, I will search for more further option unless and until I got the same price everywhere. And if everyone have increased the price, then definitely I already told you beta, then price sensitivity is 0. But I alone increase the price, definitely if I have to bear the full cost, then definitely my price sensitivity will be high. But I know we 4 friends have gone on holiday, and suppose we want to go from location A to location B. If the normal cost is 200 and due to the surge pricing the cost is 350, okay, we will consider because we know the increase in price will not be shared alone by me. The increase in price will be shared by 2 or more person. In that particular case, price sensitivity will be low. है ना? लिखिए बेटा. Shared cost effect. Shared cost effect. Sharing taxi. Sharing taxi. प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी में लिखिए लो. Can you give me another example of shared cost effect? Another example, beta. I'm waiting for your answers and interpretation. Shared cost effect. Another example from your side. Please link beta. This point you have to link to the practical world. Okay. This is the core requirement of this subject. Please communicate one example from your side. Okay, Bhavin, a real example beta. Suppose a student wants to purchase a lecture. Okay, earlier it was 10,000 rupee, but it has been increased to 13,000 rupee. Okay, so definitely the price sensitivity will be high. Although the faculty is too good, but definitely student will search for other faculty because the price has been increased from 10,000 to 13,000. by that faculty in no time. But if the same video lecture has been shared by say 3 or 4 students, then definitely if the price increase from 10,000 to 13,000, the group of that student will not change the faculty. They will learn from that because they know the increase in the price will not be borne by a single student, that will be borne by 2 or more students. Very good, Bhavin. A real life example, beta. This Bhavin and one South Indian student have also given the same example. So it's a good one, beta. Good one. Chali, bade beta aage. Then write down sunk investment effect. Write down in situation, sunk investment effect. Sunk investment effect. What Nagle say about this? If the expenditure will be incurred on any asset that has already been purchased, if there is an expenditure, increased expenditure on any asset that has already been purchased, then definitely the price sensitivity will be, tell me beta, if you are incurring expenditure on any asset that have already been purchased, then price sensitivity will be low or high? Definitely low. So please write down. Sunk investment effect. Write down an example. Premium car purchased by middle class family. Premium car purchased by middle class family. Dash, maintenance charge increased. Maintenance charge increased. You don't have a choice, beta. If you purchase the premium car, if the company, authorized company, have increased the price, you don't have any choice because that's an asset you have already purchased, and to maintain that asset, you have to anyhow incur such expenditure. So in that particular case, you will have low price sensitivity. Okay, beta. Now, 2 more examples are there, I think. Then write down, beta. Next situation, price quality effect. Price quality effect. ओके, यहां पे ब्रांड मैटर करता है बेटा. इफ कस्टमर परसीव्स द क्वालिटी आर ऑन द हायर साइड, definitely the price sensitivity will be low. If customer perceives that the quality is high, price sensitivity will be low. है ना? इसमें लिखिए बेटा एग्जांपल ऑफ बटर का एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं. अमूल बटर एंड ब्रिटानिया बटर. अमूल बटर एंड ब्रिटानिया बटर. Dash, Amul butter increase the price. Amul butter increase the price. क्या लगता है बेटा? Whether the consumer of Amul butter will remain with the Amul butter or they will shift to the Britannia company butter. What do you say? If they shift, then price sensitivity will be high. If they do not shift, then price sensitivity will be low. Tell me fast, beta, whether the price sensitivity will be low if Amul increase the price of its butter, or definitely it's low because there is a brand perception about the Amul butter that this is on the higher quality as compared to the other brand of butter. है ना? तो लिख दीजिए बेटा प्राइस सेंसिटिविटी लो रहेगी because customer perceives the product to be of higher quality as compared to the other brand butter. Okay, and the last example you should write inventory effect. इसमें लिखे बेटा, if the product cannot, एग्जाम्पल में लिखे, if the product cannot be stored, if the product cannot be stored and available for a very limited time in a year, if the product cannot be stored and available for a very limited time in a year, तो क्या लगता है बेटा, if the product cannot be stored and available with a very limited time in a year, then price sensitivity will be low. From my side बेटा, the best example can be the custard apple, सीताफल जो अपन बोलते हैं, है ना. Even if the price increase from the last year, then definitely we will still purchase, because we know that the availability is very much limited. In a year, hardly 10 to 15 days the fruit is available in the market. If the product cannot be stored in its natural form, वो stored आते हैं, but the taste will be different in its natural form and available for a very limited time in a year, then definitely price sensitivity will be low. Okay, beta. So in the first half, we have completed two major topics: price customization, in other words, when price discrimination can be done, and the other topic we have completed a very important topic given by Mr. Nagle, that is price sensitivity. What's the impact on consumer behavior if I alone change the price? Ending this topic of price sensitivity with once again repetition of that important point. If all the players are increasing the price, then this topic is not applicable, price sensitivity. If I am increasing the price, other competitor maintain its price, then only this price sensitivity topic will be applicable. ठीक है बेटा, चलिए. So take a break. After the break, we will start a very another important topic and a very simple topic: perceived value and total value, है ना. तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है वो उसमें अपन आते हैं. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय परसीव्ड वैल्यू, है ना. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक और बहुत रियलिस्टिक टॉपिक है. आफ्टर द ब्रेक वी विल स्टडी दैट टॉपिक. सो टेक अ ब्रेक ऑफ 15 मिनट. सो इट्स 1937. वी विल मीट एट 1952. सो ब्रेक इज स्टिल 1952. चलिए, ठीक है बेटा. Okay, beta. So welcome back. Let's start with a new topic and a very, very important topic and simple topic. Important topic doesn't mean it's a technical one. It's a simple topic. Please give the heading in your copy. Competition-based pricing policy. Competition-based pricing method. Please give the heading in your copy. Competition-based pricing method. Competition-based pricing method. So we are going to bifurcate this concept of competition-based pricing method into three parts. The part number one is going rate pricing. The second one is field bid pricing. The third one and the most important one, value-based pricing. Value-based pricing. In which we are having two methods. The first method is known as total economic value. And the important one, second one, perceived value. Please draw this diagram in your copy, and then we will start discussion regarding each and every terminology. Okay, beta? So let's start with this terminology. What do you mean by competition-based pricing method? The name itself suggests, okay, the pricing which is based on what my competitors are charging is known as competition-based pricing method. So I already told you multiple times that in this intensified competitive world, we are no longer the price setter. We are the price taker. We are the price taker. Whatever price is prevalent in the market, we have to accept that price. Gone are the days when we are the price setter. Based on what cost we are incurring, we set the price. That is not the reality of today's world. In today's world, we are the price setter. So just think over it, beta. Whether competition-based pricing method means whatever price is prevailing in the market, that is whatever price are charged by my competitor, whether that same price is to be charged by me, or I can alter that price marginally high or marginally low. What's your view on that? We understood that competition-based pricing method means the price charged by the customer, the price charged by my industry is my sale price. My question, natural question arrives to me. Suppose my competitor is charging rupees 2,500 for that particular product. So if I am following competition-based pricing method, whether I should also charge rupees 2,500 or I can marginally increase the price, suppose 2,520, 2,520, or marginally lower, 2,490. Whether marginally increase or decrease is possible in case of competitive based pricing method. What's your view, my dear students? Okay, Soham, welcome back, beta. Yes, beta, we can alter it slightly. Competition-based pricing method doesn't mean charging the same price charged by your competitor. You can marginally increase or decrease that one. Okay, chill. Now tell me, beta. Suppose my labor union has gone on strike. The obvious reason is increase in wages they require. Suppose I have to accept that trade union demand and I have increased the wage by say 15%. I have to increase the wages by 15%. Whether this change in cost will affect my sale price if I am following the competition-based pricing method. What's you say, beta? There is no problem of trade union in the industry. The trade union of my company has gone on a strike and I have accepted the trade union demand to increase the wages by 15%. Now my cost has changed. So whether my sale price will also change if I am following the competition based pricing method? Yes or no, beta? What's your view? No. If I'm following competition-based pricing method, my own cost or demand may change or may not change. I will not change my sale price if there is no change in my cost and demand, but competitors are changing their price, then I will change my sale price. If there is a change in my own cost and demand, but there is no change from the competitor, then I will not change the sale price because strictly I am following the price charged by my competitor. Okay, please write down, beta. Very good. South Indian student Jyoti, Aniket, Bhavin, very good, beta. Soham, very good. लिखिए बेटा मीनिंग पहले तो हेडिंग दे दीजिए आप कंपटीशन बेस्ड प्राइसिंग मेथड. First of all, we will write down the meaning of this competition-based pricing method. Please write down. First point, meaning. When a company set its sale price based on what competitors are charging, based on what competitors are charging, comma, it's known as competition-based pricing model method. It's known as competition-based pricing method. Write down second point. Write an example. Suppose my competitor is charging rupee 2500, comma, whether can I charge marginally higher or lower than rupee 2500? Whether I can marginally charge higher or lower than rupee 2500? Question mark. नेक्स्ट लाइन में लिखे बेटा यस. कॉमा competitive pricing doesn't mean charging the same price as charged by customer, as charged by competitor, as charged by competitor. Comma, we can marginally alter the price. We can marginally alter the price. बड़े बेटा, नाउ सबसे पहली मेथड का नाम क्या है? गोइंग रेट प्राइसिंग. If my sale price is equal to the average sale price in the industry, if my sale price is the sale price equal to average price in the industry, then it's known as going rate pricing. Simple, बहुत simple है बेटा. Going rate pricing, when I am charging the sale price that is equal to the average price charged by the industry, then it's known as going rate pricing. Drop 2 line and give the heading going rate pricing. Please write down beta. When I am determining my sale price, when my sale price is equal to the average sale price of the industry, the average sale price of the industry, comma, then it's known as going rate pricing policy. Then it's known as going rate pricing policy. Going rate pricing policy. Write down second point in this topic, going rate pricing policy में second point. This is particularly useful. This is particularly useful in homogeneous product, मतलब almost similar product sold by each and every company. This is particularly useful in homogeneous product. Okay, beta. Then write down, drop 1 or 2 line and give the subheading field bid pricing. नाम से ही clear है बेटा, field bid pricing. When our sale price is related with a bid, then we charge the price, we charge the bid based on expectation what competitors will charge. Based on that, we will decide our bid. Definitely, we will quote our bid based on the expectation what our competitor will charge. While in going rate pricing, there is no imagination that what competitor will charge. We are having real data what competitors are charging when they are selling their product. Based on that realistic data, based on that original data, we have determined our price. That is known as going rate pricing. But in case of bidding, such as defense contract work or the infrastructure work, definitely the person who has quoted the lowest bid based on the quality norm will get the contract. So in case of field bid pricing, we are not certain what competitors are bidding, what competitors bidding amount is, but we are expecting what competitors will bid based on our own market research and expectation, and will try to quote lower bid as that of competitors so that we can get the same contract. So the basic difference between going rate pricing and field bid pricing is, in going rate pricing, we have real data, original data based on which we will decide the sale price equal to the average price. While in case of field bid pricing, we decide our bid based on expectation what our competitor will bid. We don't know the real bid amount, but based on our expectation, we will derive our bid amount. Okay, please write down, beta. I hope you have given the subheading fail bid pricing. Write down the first point. This pricing is applicable when company is competing based on the bid. When company is competing based on the bid, such as defense contract work or infrastructure work. Second point, our bid is based on the expectation underline the word expectation, what competitor will price for the bid. Okay, beta. Now let's start the most important competition-based pricing method. Give the heading. Value-based pricing method. A very, very, very important point. Value-based pricing method. Write down the very first point, beta. It's an advancement of competitive based pricing method. It's an advancement of competition based pricing method. Second point, meaning. Value based pricing method means sale price is equal to customer perception of its value / benefit. Before going further, beta, please have a reading of competition based pricing method. Start from page number 12. You should read from here, and then only, because there are some points which we are not discussed since they are easy, but you must read each and every line from the study material, because more or less 80-85% paper comes from the content given in the study material. Although the form can be different, but the basic structure will be derived from the study material content only. So from page number 12, starting from competition based pricing method, please have a reading till field bid pricing. यहां तक आप एक बार read out कीजिए बेटा. Then we will start the most important topic of this second half, value based pricing model. Okay, so I'm giving you complete 5 minutes to have a reading of this competition based pricing model. What do you mean by that? And then what do you mean by going rate pricing, and then sale bid pricing? Once you are done the reading, because there are some new points which are although simple, we have not discussed that one. Now, if you read that one, definitely you will clearly understand. So the complete content we have discussed, then only we will move towards the most important part, value based pricing method. So I'm giving you complete 4 to 5 minutes beta to read out the content on your own. There are some new point in field bid going rate pricing, oligopoly market, whether we can charge the going rate pricing policy in oligo market, that has been very well explained in the study material. Beta. Okay, beta. Can we move further? I think the topic is very simple, but some new points are there which we are not discussed because it's a simple one. And through reading, you have already understood that point. Now let's start value-based pricing model. Okay, so this is sale price should be equal to customer perception. This is very important. Customer perception of its value. So there are two methods related to value-based pricing method. The first one is known as true economic value, and the second one is perceived value. Okay, what do you mean by that? I already told you that it's an advancement of competitive pricing. Okay, beta, chaliye. So देखिए practical example के through we will understand what do you mean by true economic value. ये total नहीं बेटा, एक मिनट, just a minute. Please correct this one. This is not the total economic value. This is true economic value. Please correct this one. This is true economic value. है ना, जिसका abbreviated भी बहुत common है, TEV, true economic value. We will take the example of electric vehicle, EV segment, Ather and Ola. Okay, suppose this is our company and this is our competitor. So we are pricing the product of Ather based on value based pricing. Let it be very clear बेटा ना, हम electronic vehicle segment में हैं. The name of our company is Ather. The competitor is Ola, and we want to price our product, that is Ather product, based on value based pricing, that is customer perception of its value. Customer perception of its value. तो देखिए फॉर्मूला क्या होता है पहले वैल्यू बेस्ड प्राइसिंग मॉडल का. व्हाट्स द फॉर्मूला ऑफ वैल्यू बेस्ड प्राइसिंग मॉडल? वैल्यू बेस्ड प्राइसिंग मॉडल, द फॉर्मूला इज कॉम्पिटिटिव प्राइसिंग, या जिसको हम बोलते हैं कॉस्ट ऑफ नेक्स्ट बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिव. Cost of next best alternative plus minus value of performance differential. प्लस माइनस वैल्यू ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस डिफरेंशियल। ध्यान समझिएगा बेटा, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक। वैल्यू बेस्ड प्राइसिंग मॉडल, सेल प्राइस इज इक्वल टू कस्टमर परसेप्शन of its value oblique benefit. So we have taken a practical example. My company name is Athar. I want to price my product based on value based pricing model, and for this example we have taken the competitor as Ola. Okay, so the first is cost of next best alternative. Cost of next best alternative. Customer wants to buy my product, but for any reason, if that particular customer is not buying my product, then which company electric vehicle that customer will buy? Suppose the answer is Ola product. Okay, what do you mean by cost of next best alternative? The customer wants to purchase my product, the customer preference is my product, but for any reason, if the customer is not buying my product, then my customer will buy which competitor product? Suppose the competitor product is Ola. So let's have a notional amount of 1,10,000 of the competitor product. So वो अगर कस्टमर मेरा प्रोडक्ट नहीं लेगा, then the customer will buy the Ola electric vehicle and it will cost him 1,10,000. So if we simply go for competitive based pricing method in the form of going rate pricing, then my pricing will be marginally upper or marginally lower than 1,10,000 if it is going rate pricing. But we are talking about value based pricing model. Based on that, we will determine our true value. We will determine our true value. What would be the sale price, keeping in consideration the marketing reality along with performance differential. है ना? यहां पे आप ध्यान दीजिएगा बेटा, my company is Athar. Okay, I know that if the customer doesn't buy my product, he will buy the product of a competitor known as Ola, and the cost of Ola to him is 1,10,000. Now what will I do? I will identify those positive points. These are the positive points. Okay, and minus means negative points. I will identify those positive points which only my product possess. That positive points are not in the competitor's product. That positive points are not in the competitor's product. Okay. After that, I will identify those positive points of my competitor which is not available in my product. That is the negative points of my product. That is the features or the benefit customer is getting by buying the competitor product. That are the negative points for me. And the features or the quality I am providing to the customer, but my competitor is not providing the same. That are the positive points for me. So for every positive point, I will increase this value. For every negative point, I will decrease this value. In this way, I will find out the customer perception about its value. What should be the value based on keeping in reality the competition reality along with my added benefit of my product and the negative features of my product. So suppose the positive points are I am using more metals in the form of aluminum or steel in my electric vehicle, while the competitor Ola is having a partial plastic, high quality plastic, and remaining body is with steel or aluminum. So I am having the advantage that my product is much better in respect of the material I am using, because I am using more material and more steel as compared to my competitor product that will give the durability to this Indian environment. Suppose and nowadays in the era of computerization, each and every positive point and negative points of a company are well known by the prospective customer. You cannot hide from him nowadays. Each and every positive, negative aspect of your is known by the competitor. So suppose the positive point is I am using the high quality material to manufacture my electric vehicle, that is more steel and more aluminum as compared to the plastic, while Ola is using 30-40% plastic. So that gives my product more durability. And in money terms, that is suppose say that is equivalent to 7,000 rupee. Okay. Second point. My battery life is approximately 1 lakh kilometer. The battery I am using in my vehicle is 1 lakh kilometer, while the battery that is being used by the Ola is having a life of 80,000 kilometer. So the customer knows that one, that if I purchase this my product, my company electric vehicle, they are having assurance of 1 lakh kilometer life of the battery, lithium ion battery, while in the competitor product they are just giving assurance of 80,000 kilometer. So 20% more battery life are being offered by my company. So suppose a battery costs near about 50,000 rupee. So roughly converted into rupee term, that will be 10,000 rupee. So these are the added advantage. Now let's talk about the negative point, which my product is not providing, but the competitor is providing. I am providing no free service to my competitor, to my customer. No free service. The very first service they have to pay for it, while the Ola, suppose, I don't know the reality, suppose the Ola is providing 2 free services. Okay, and the one service costs approximately rupee 1,000, while I am not providing any free services. All the services after sale are the paid services, while my competitor is providing 2 free services. So in rupee term, it will be the disadvantage of 2,000 rupee. It will be the disadvantage of 2,000 rupee. The next point you can take, suppose Ather is providing free battery charging for only 6 months from your purchase, while Ola is providing free battery charging, fast charging at a designated area for a period of 1 year. For a period of 1 year, I am just providing 6 months free charging at my dedicated fast charging area, while Ola is providing 1 year free charging at its grid. So it's a negative point that the customer will not get free fast charging from my grid. They have to pay for it from 7 months onward, while the Ola customer will be paid from 2nd year onward. So that negative point roughly converted into electricity unit, suppose it's 3,000 rupee. So when I total all this point, and arrive at a price, then that price is known as value-based pricing model. Value-based pricing model. It's an advancement of competitive pricing. What my competitor are charging, from that point, I will add my positive point. Positive point means the features I am offering, but my competitor is not offering. I will convert that into the monetary term. Second, performance differential. Negative point, the features that my competitor are offering, but that features are not available in my product. Okay, so these are known as value-based pricing model, a superb advancement of competitive pricing, not only in which what competitor are charging you are considering, but you are also accounted for the positive features and the negative features, and it's converted into monetary term to get the customer perception of the value. Okay, beta. Now, value-based pricing model is bifurcated into 2 parts. The first one is true value, true economic value. In that, all the positive points, all the negative points will be considered in my pricing. That will be considered as true value model. In perceived value, we are having different product. If customer require, then those customer will purchase that product. If the customer doesn't require, customer will get the standard version. Such as in Ather, you are having 2 versions, 450X and 450 plus. In one of the model, they are having the Bluetooth option. In one of the model, they are having higher charging, high mileage, we can say, that it will run up to 155 kilometer. In the other product, they are having only 100 kilometer. So up to the customer, although we are having both the product, but customer will decide whether that Bluetooth facility is required by the customer, whether that 4th driving mode. In one of the product, they are having 3 driving mode. In the other product, Athar is having 4 driving mode. So let customer decide whether that benefits if required by the customer or not. If they do not require, they can buy our standard product. If they require, they can buy our premium product. So that is known as perceived value. Let customer decide what value they want, and for that only value they will pay. If they do not want the high mileage, they can opt for 100 kilometer range. If they require 150 kilometer range, then definitely they will pay 10,000 extra. If customer doesn't require Bluetooth, then definitely no charging will be done from them. But if customer want Bluetooth, then they can go for the premium one. So perceived value means I have many features available in my product, but let customer decide what bundle of packages they want, and for that only when they will pay to my company, that is known as perceived value. While true economic value means I am having only one product, one pricing, all the features are built in that product, whether you require that feature or not, but you have to pay for that. That is known as true economic value. Clear beta? So ek kaam kare beta, let's have a reading of the content from the study material, and ये वाला पार्ट अभी आप मत कीजिएगा. लेट द एग्जांपल एस्केप अभी मत कीजिएगा. एग्जांपल जितना भी आपका थ्योरेटिकल पार्ट है, लेट कंप्लीट दैट वन. ओके, यहां तक आप एक बार पढ़ लीजिए बेटा. ये पूरा डायग्राम भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. व्हाट इज ट्रू इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू, ये पूरा एक बार आप इंटरप्रेट कीजिए. देन वी विल कंक्लूड दिस सेशन with this example given in the study material regarding the value based pricing model. Till then beta, don't read out this example. We will complete this example at the end, but first have a reading of the content given in the study material regarding the value based pricing model. And please be very, very alert reading each and every line, interpret each and every line, because this is very, very important from examination viewpoint. Value based pricing model. Okay, I'm giving you time of 4 to 5 minutes. Still 2 to 3 minutes are available with you, beta. Please read out the content very, very carefully and try to interpret the graph given at the end of that particular topic. Okay, beta. Chali. Now, let's have a look on this example given in the study material regarding the true economic value. Okay. सबसे पहले आप लिख दीजिए बेटा, फॉर्मूला लिख दीजिए. फॉर्मूला ऑफ ट्रू इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू. प्लस भी है और माइनस भी है ना, यहाँ पे प्लस भी है एंड माइनस भी है. फॉर्मूला दिस कॉपी बेटा. देन आई विल simplify this formula in my own language so that it will be beneficial at the time of revision. Total economic value is equal to cost of the next best alternative, फिर प्लस का सिंबल भी चाहिए एंड माइनस का सिंबल भी. प्लस माइनस वैल्यू ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस डिफरेंशियल. ओके बेटा, नेक्स्ट लाइन में लिखे ये दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. अब इसकी डिटेल. कॉस्ट ऑफ नेक्स्ट बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिव मींस if customer doesn't buy my product, if the customer doesn't buy my product, comma, then at what price it will buy the competitor's product. Then at what price it will buy the competitor's product. Okay, then drop a line and then write down any additional, any features that is exclusively offered by us any features that is exclusively offered by us will be a favorable performance differential, will be a favorable performance differential next line. But our product doesn't have a particular feature, but our product doesn't have a particular feature offered by the competitor, comma, then it will be a negative performance differential. Then it will be a negative performance differential. Now, a very simple question, beta, is waiting for you in page number 14. Okay. Don't look at the solution part. I request each and every student to read out from the screen and then solve it on your own without referring to the solution part. Close the study material or close the window, or if you're having the soft copy of that study material, just concentrate on the screen of the lecture and try to provide me what will be the true economic value for system X2. Okay, a very simple example. The formula is value of next best alternative. System X2 is our product. System X2 is our product. So we have to find out at what price the customer will buy the competitor product. This is that one. Any positive feature provided by us will be added in this. Any negative feature, that is a feature not having in our system, will be deducted from the value. Okay. So very simple question, beta. I think maximum 4 minutes are more than enough to solve this question. Don't look at the solution part. Try to give me the true economic value for system X2. A very simple question. 4 minutes are available with you. Try to solve it in a rough page, but a very simple question. What is the cost of next best alternative that is given? Add it by the positive features of our system X2 and deduct the negative feature of our system X2. Chili beta. So I think you have completed this one. A very simple point. The customer will use it for 2500 hours. This is our company product X2. This is competitor product. Our negative point is that our operating cost per hour is higher as compared to our competitor product. Customer will incur 7.5 per hour for operating our product, while customer will incur ₹5 for operating our competitor product. But the advantage we are having a probability of just 0.5% of system crash, while the competitor is having the probability of 10% of system crash. And whenever the system crash, it will cost the customer 1 lakh rupee. Okay. So first of all, what will be the cost of next best alternative? If the customer doesn't buy system X2 from us, it will go to the competitor, and the competitor product is named as system X, and it will cost the customer 37,500. So this is the price of next best alternative. The advantage we are having more reliable product as compared to our competitor. So 9.5% less probability multiplied by 1 lakh amounted to 9,500 rupee of favorable performance differentiation. It's a favorable. While the negative will be the customer will incur 2.5 rupee per hour extra on our product, multiply by 2500 hour, it will amount to 6250, and it will be a negative performance appraisal. So 37,500 plus 9,500 minus 6250, this is known as true economic value. That is, sale price will be set equal to customer perception of its value or benefit derived by the particular customer. Clear it up? So very, very important topic. Take this topic as important for examination. A very simple topic, but a very realistic topic in this intensified competitive environment. It's an advancement of competitive pricing. Okay, beta? Chaliye. So I think we will end the session now. So thank you for watching the session, beta. In the next session, we will complete the next remaining topic, especially the revolutionary pricing, evolutionary pricing, skimming pricing, penetration pricing. So we will complete this chapter in the next session. And very, very important, chapter number 7, performance measurement and evaluation, will start after one session. Okay, beta? So I already told you that's the most technical chapter, chapter number 7. Some extra efforts are required from your side. Apart from watching and learning from the session, you have to continuously devote minimum 15 to 20 minutes for its revision for the fixed session that has been allocated to chapter number 7. Then definitely I can assure you, guarantee you, that if you follow this methodology, then the most important chapter, technical chapter, not only from the examination viewpoint, will definitely, you can score very good mark in that particular chapter also. Okay, beta? Thank you for watching the session. Thanks a lot. Please end the session.